Morning, everybody. A little chilly morning here at the ranch. Hope everybody's doing well. I want to ask you a quick question. And that quick question is, what happens? What happens when you think beyond your thinking? Do what? Yeah, what happens when you go beyond your thinking? One of the things that triggered that thought process for me is when the United States was entering into World War I and then World War II, we designed our military to be built by the factories that currently produce automobiles, right? They went in producing B bombers and this, that, and the other. So let me explain the engineering side of it. When we needed to heat treat something, when we needed to make the steel tougher, we had to ask, what are the capabilities we have to heat treat steel inside these factories? Even though they're making an automobile, how can we push that thing to the max to produce a piece of military equipment? So hopefully that makes enough sense that we were limited in our creations based upon the thing that could create it. You know, if we wanted to go produce right now, if we wanted to go produce F-35s, those can't be made in a Chevy plant. So we've kind of limited ourselves if we needed to do some mass production. Don't think we need to. The whole point got me thinking about what can you produce and what are you using to produce the thing you're producing called success? The thing you're about to go produce is called success. And the thing that you're using is the limited plant, the limited facility called your past to create it. And what is your past limited? Your past is pretty amazing. Yet it has some limitations. What are the limitations your past has? Your limitation has the capability of producing only to the level you're currently at. Do you see where our dilemma comes in? We're wanting to produce the F-35s of our future with a facility that makes Model A vehicles. We can make a version of a advanced aircraft, advanced goal session. The challenge is that we don't have the robotics, the habits to produce those things. So if you sit for just a moment, and what's possible in your world? Truly, what's possible in your world? What do you want to create? Your DMP, your definite major purpose, is the blueprint of your success. It is required then that you bring that blueprint to a factory that can manufacture to those specific standards the thing you want produced. How many of your dreams are outside your skill set? What do I mean by that? Let's say you wanted to become an airline pilot. Most of you, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have flown airplanes before, have your private pilot's license. To become an airline pilot, you have certain things you need to do. You have certain skills that may be outside your range. One of the things is age. Are you too old to learn how to fly? You're never too old to learn how to fly. Are you too old to learn how to fly in a commercial scenario? What most people don't realize is that they operate in private and produce in public. Wait, what? You are becoming a commercial success. And the reason most people fail miserably at their success is because they're going to be seen. And they put in self-limitations, self-limiting qualifications called their past that keep them from achieving their commercial, their public goal. So I want you to take today, whenever you have it, today, tomorrow, next year, whenever you want to do it, sooner would be better, and just expand. Just expand. Imagine you are interviewing the best version of you. Imagine you interviewing the best version of you, and they tell you what you're capable of. You're interviewing one of the most fascinating people in the world. And in this interview, they explain to you how they arrived at this apex of their success, the zenith of their success. I would encourage you to record that. Just put your voice recorder on your phone. Because there's a chance, a highly good chance, a more than likely chance, almost a definite chance that you will hear some break frees, some breakthroughs that are absolutely the clutches of defeat that are holding you back. So that's my morning conversation for you this morning. How can I be of best service? How can I help you grow your business? What skill, talent, resource, what question, what solution are you looking for? Good morning. Good morning. A lot to think about, I know. Questions, comments, thoughts? This program brought to you by Rocky Creek Ranch. Okay.
Good morning, Sean.
Oh, good morning, Selka.
You knew I wasn't going to let you leave because I always have questions for you and you have the best answers. So, how are you this morning?
Outstanding.
Okay, so this is the very last month of this very year.
Yep.
What one thing can I do daily to double my success in this month?
Excellent. So, do you know what doubled looks like?
Yes.
Okay. And what's the biggest thing? What would be, if you could wave the magic wand, what biggest activity, not action on your part, not strategy, not state, what would be the biggest activity that would double your business? Is it people watching a video? Is it people saying yes, people enrolling into something?
Well, it's always people saying yes in either of my businesses.
Okay, so now the question you've got to ask to double your business, what is the fastest ethical way to get people to say yes? Fastest, easiest way is to pay them. We're not going to do that, though.
No, we're not.
Right. Most people do. So it's called offering sales, right? You're literally paying people to join you. Black Fridays, bribing.
Well, yes. And
Yeah,
we are still, this is the very last day of both of my businesses, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So literally.
okay.
So what we paying? Well, you know what? We are paying people right now to join because we are giving them huge discounts.
Yeah, so it's a bribe.
Yes, exactly. Or yes, we're giving them money right now.
Right.
Yes.
So that's going to end. and they may come up with another bribe throughout the year, throughout the rest of the month, because it's the year end. Everybody wants to hit their year end.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe in my travel business, not in my
yeah,
German. This is
right.
going to be it. This is once a year that I give back to my students
Okay, cool.
with
So
that.
now, a couple of things you might do is you might offer for since this was the last bribe of your primary enrollment in German, you may offer them a month extended if they bring somebody, right? Get a free month, and you just, again, that's something to look at. So how do you pay them for rewarding you with business? So you don't how do you develop a sales team? So
Well,
that's
in my German, I give people a
yeah, but
referral fee.
all of that's what you currently
But
do. You asked me how to go double your business. None of those have
yes,
doubled your business. So we're having double conversations. So one of the things to do is to think outside the box a little bit.
yes.
One is to be very to throw the net, to do the cast net, to throw that net out and cover a wide variety of people. And one of them is to, in your travel business, is to ask, hey, have you taken the tax advantage breaks that you're owed as a home business this year? And that's the only question you ask, and you ask it every single time the exact same way, because you need to develop a pattern. You need to see if it resonates. Have you taken advantage? Have you taken the tax advantages owed you by having a home business? Right? You're speaking to people who are tax savvy, not I don't have money, I don't have time, who have income, who have disposable income, right? That's one of the neat things about people who travel. They have to have disposable income. And what most of them, I bet 80% of them don't realize that when they start a home-based business, there's the significant tax values that are available to them. So I would be speaking to that, and I would ask everybody that.
Okay, so how would you, let me write that down. How would you word that again, please?
Have you taken full advantage of the tax credits owed you from your home-based business?
Not owned. Tax credits owed you from your home business, from
Home-based business.
you.
From your home-based business, your home office business, your home office entity. What you're wanting to do is you're wanting to elevate the profession. Most people will say, "What are you talking about?" Okay, let me say the question again. Have you taken full advantage of the tax benefits owed you from your home office, your home-based business? You
Yeah.
don't say a different question. You say the exact same question. What you've done is you've triggered novelty, and they've never heard that question asked before, which is a good thing. Means you could have a question, you could have a dialogue they've never had before.
Yes, and I mean, would you also, with the travel, since they can write off all their travels, would you ask a question in regards, have you used your, let me see what we
Well,
just
if
read.
they're
Are
traveling,
your tax credits
well,
owed to you from your travel?
a
I
couple of
mean,
a couple of things is most people who travel, if they're doing it enough, somebody else is paying for it. If they're doing it themselves, they already have a business. If they're doing it where the tax advantages make sense, I mean, where there's tax advantages available to them, their accountant or somebody has said, you need to start opening an LLC or do something because you're wasting money. Now, there's a chance maybe they haven't. You might say something, hey, listen, are you getting the full benefits? Are you getting the full tax advantages of your travel?
right. I mean, yes. I mean, if people travel for business, yes. But a lot of people don't think that they can write off all their travels because they don't have a travel business. I mean, you can write off travel for your specific business. But with this, you can write off all your travel because you
Well,
have a travel business.
you still have to meet certain requirements. And then, well, how do I do that? Well, you've got to have a business meeting. You've got to have minutes. You've got to have some records. Yes, you can do that. But if you ever get audited, what you want to avoid is somebody bringing you into a lawsuit saying, well, they told me I could travel and I didn't need any
Well,
documentation.
I always give the waiver. Well, and you should have documentation, and
Right.
you do
So
need
the
to
question is,
speak
but
to
that's not going
people.
to get you, that's
But
not going to,
I
having
give
this
this.
conversation right now isn't going to double your business. You want to double your
Okay.
business.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought that
So
would
the
be a
first thing
good
is
idea.
rather than worrying about whether the soup is hot or cold, we got to go make the soup. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get in front of people. So every place you go, checkout line, gas station attendant, when you go inside, and everybody, you have to ask them, do you like to pay more taxes or less taxes? Just curious. Oh, I want to pay less taxes. Great. Have you taken full advantage of your home-based business to write off between $3,000 and $6,000 in taxes this year to get back to have the government send you a check back? No, great. We should have that. And then what I would have is I would have a little card or text them the link, right? So you can go pre-form a text in your phone that says, hey, thanks for your interest in wanting to take full tax advantage of it. You can create the script for that. Here's the link we discussed. Let me have your phone number. So a couple of things. One, you get their phone number, not necessarily their email. You get their phone number and say, hey, listen, if you give me your phone number, write your phone number down real quick. I'll text you the link and you can watch it at your own time. Now you have a way to follow up instead of just saying, here, go to this link. That you have no way to follow up.
Yeah, no, yes, you need to get the contact information because otherwise they never respond back if you give
Right. So
you it.
that would be the way I would
That is
double your
very
business.
true. Okay, well, that's definitely a great
I would
idea.
definitely, and so I would send it out to everybody in your phone that, listen, I'd send it out to people you don't know who are in your phone. I don't remember who is Bonnie Smith. I don't recall. Why
I
are
have a
they in
lot
my
of
phone?
people in my phone that I don't know who they are.
So I would send them a note. I would create a text, a generic text that says, hey, listen, you are in my phone. My name is Silke Carpenter. I can't remember where we met, yet I wanted to find out if you're, and then here's something I'm currently doing. Here's the link to take advantage of it. And if you need me to remove you from my phone, just type remove. So you're kind of spamming them, but you're also saying, hey, listen, if we don't remember where we met, I'll take you out of the phone.
Yeah, I don't need you, just
Right.
hang
And you
up.
could say you could remove me too.
Yes, and I do like the phone numbers because better than email
Yep.
because it texts right to people's phones
Yep.
and
And
people look at it.
95% of texts are open where only about 4% of emails.
Yes, correct.
Yep. So
Okay, so
that'd be
how
where
am I
I'd
gonna,
start.
can we just write down the wording for that again, please? That you just gave me?
Uh it'll be
Oh,
different because I don't remember it. Hey, happy holidays.
okay.
My name's Silka Carpenter, and you are in my phone. I've got your name as, you got to put their name in so they know that's directly to them. Because if it's that far down in, usually most texts don't have the ability to do that. So they know you created it. But what you can do is you can create all of this generic and leave the spaces. And then you copy that and paste that in, and you go to the spaces where you need to fill in their information.
You are in my phone or you in my address book?
You're in my
You,
phone because they're going to be looking at their phone. Who the hell has an address book? I get it. I know what you're saying, but no, you're in my phone.
yeah. Who are you? No,
No, I don't know how, and I can't remember when, and I apologize. I
no.
wanted to share a promotion. I wanted to share a special, not a promotion. I wanted to share a special.
Okay, wait, you're going way too fast. I cannot type that fast. I don't know how and I don't remember when.
Yeah, I don't remember when or where. You can use either one of
Um,
those or both if you want.
where? Okay.
It may have been while I was traveling.
Okay.
So I'm making an assumption that you travel too.
And then,
Here's a holiday promotion that might be worthy of your time. And can you send them the free link?
what do you mean the free link?
Meaning where they can just become a customer and a free customer.
I could.
So what I would do is I would send them the free link for the customer. So then because that free customer gets tied to you, yes?
Yes.
You get notified when they become a free customer, yes?
In my app, yes.
Yes, awesome. So what happens then is if you give them the no fee version of it, you can always follow up with those who haven't. So you're going to have to keep some records, phone number, and 2 columns, free, enrolled, or 3 columns, free, enrolled, told to go to hell. One of those 3 columns is where you're going to, and you keep texting those numbers until you get filled into one of those 3 columns. And then, so then you can offer them the upgrade. But right now, here's a promotion that's no fee and my holiday gift to you.
Okay.
Now, does it require any information from them to look at it?
Yes, they have to put in their information. Otherwise, because it's all tracked by email.
Okay.
That's how the company tracks.
So when they
it
get
by
to the
email.
website, is there anything they see or anything they get explained before just a login page that says create your account?
That's a good question. I have never used it.
Ah,
May I send it to you? You can be the
no, you
guinea
got to
pig.
see for yourself. I'm not going to spend my time training you on your business.
Oh, well, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, you have alternate emails. You can sign yourself up.
Yeah, I tried that and it didn't work, so I don't know why. But
Then you
yeah, I
might be
tried
surprised
that
why
at one
customers.
point.
But that's what I would do to everybody
Okay.
who's in your phone. That listen, we must have met traveling. Here's a no fee look, a no fee holiday promotion to assist you in your travel, starting today and in 2026. Enjoy. Thanks for being in my phone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? How can I be of best service to you?
Hey, Sean, this is Jane.
Yes, Jane.
How are you today?
Outstanding.
So am I.
Good.
Except it's freezing here in St. Louis.
Well, that's good. It gets rid of the bugs.
Yeah. Um, this is I'm I'm struggling because this whole year
Yep.
has been a fiasco for
No, it
me.
hasn't. You know what would have been a fiasco? You're dead and you couldn't even be talking to me now.
Oh, well,
Wouldn't that
but
be
I
a
want to,
fiasco?
pardon?
Wouldn't that have been a fiasco?
Yes.
You sleeping under a bridge with you and Teddy in a shopping cart. Wouldn't have that been a fiasco?
Yes.
Then how the frick could you say where you're at is a fiasco?
Well,
No, stop. I don't want to hear
I don't,
about what could have happened and should have happened. Yes, you got scammed and you lost your house and all. You could be sleeping in a shopping cart under a bridge right now. Wouldn't this be better? Wouldn't you dream of having this?
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so change your state. Because if you tell me it's a fiasco, I can't do anything for you. I literally can't. Because your mind, and this is for everybody, this isn't just Jane. If you tell me you had a tough year, I can guarantee you, Jim Rohn would say, you're probably going to have a tough year coming up. Anything else I can do before I go? I can't help you if you are going to stay stuck in your state or tell me where you've been. Tell me where you're going. I can help you if you tell me where you're going. I can't. That's like saying, hey, listen, I got lost coming to your house. Sorry, Charlie, not my problem. You should have called me when you first got lost because I could help you to tell you where to go, not how to fix where you've been. So start that over. Hi, Jane. Good morning.
Hi. I have a desire.
It feels different, right? It's even hard to come up with the words. I love it. Yes, Jane's got a desire. Everyone feels better. Yes.
I have a desire to make 2026 my best year.
I love it already. It's already going to be better. It's going to be the best year ever just because you said that. Now go ahead. What else?
I don't know if I can do this or not.
Yes, you can.
Well, no, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the correct way of doing it. That's
no, hey, listen, but don't set up the doubt. Just go for it. I'll help you through. That's what I'm here for. I'm your bumper rails on the bowling alley to a strike.
Okay. I had a career
Yep.
as a pharmacist, and
Yep.
I believe it was very successful.
Yep.
I want to transfer this over, that success, that mindset over into a new business
I
of
love
travel.
it. Yep.
How can I do that?
So I would go into Canva, or I would ask somebody in Canva to write you a travel prescription.
Okay, I don't know how to do Canvas, so I'll have to find somebody that can help.
Google. So check Google.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I bet if you Googled prescription, JPEG prescription, or maybe even you might have you don't write prescriptions, you fill them, but you know what a prescription pad looks like.
We do a little bit, but it's all electronic now.
Okay. But so I would get an electronic image of a prescription.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough to do. And then I would put Jane's travel prescription. Right? Or Teddy's travel prescription. Make it neat when people go, who's Teddy? Oh, that's my dog. He wants you to have fun. He's this greatest little ball of energy. And if he met you right now, his tail will be going 1,000 miles an hour. Teddy wants me to write you a travel prescription. So take it out of you. Because now they go, this dog just gave me a travel prescription. And I would hand out travel prescriptions with your link on it to the no fee version of your website.
Okay, that's a great idea. Because you always tell me to use pharmacy concepts and all that, and I'm trying.
For how long now?
I know.
A year.
I struggle with.
Don't struggle. See, you struggle, and guess what? You have a struggling career. Don't struggle. Right. It's easy.
Yeah, I mean, the way you put it today, it's easier than what I was trying to do.
Sure, because you've had enough. You've had enough of trying to make it difficult. I didn't make it easier, Jane. This is nothing different than I've said 1,000. I did add Teddy to it. That's the only thing I added to it was add Teddy. Teddy's travel prescription.
Every time you mentioned his name, he puts up his head.
No, Teddy. I love you, Teddy. So that's what I would do. And I would go and I would look at something maybe like Vistaprint to print those out in 3x5 cards.
Mm-hmm.
To make it easier. So you're not buying cards and do I put them in the right way, upside down? Now you could print them, right? Printers have the ability to print a 3x5 card. I would get unlined cards. Walmart does not sell unlined cards. They sell lined cards. So you can get them from Amazon, very inexpensive if you want to print them yourselves. And I would create a format. You can go to, is it Avast? Somebody type in the chat. What's the place that has all of the forms for the different, whether it's a mailing label? I think it's that's not Avast is a security one. I think it's something with A. Anyway, so somebody will type it in the chat, but it's one of these things where they have all of the forms available and they have all of the pre-designed forms for mailing label. Avery, there it is. Avery. Thank you, Gigi. Avery. If you go to avery.com, 3x5 cards, it'll pop up on your printer. You can type in what you want exactly in there. You can even type in your website, and it'll print out 3x5 cards, and you start handing those out.
Okay. Thank you.
You bet.
Appreciate that.
And again, you've got a couple of things that are cool, is that there are people, because of their condition and because of a destination that is specifically viable for improving their health, like Phoenix, people have been paid by their insurance company, or insurance is paid for their travel to certain locations. So it's not uncommon for people to use prescriptions, their health care, right, to pay for
Right.
their travel. I'm not saying this is the case. I'm just saying the idea of a prescription for travel is not uncommon. A prescription for bedding, right, especially with HSAs, health savings accounts, right? You can now write off things. There's technologies like this Pulsetto that you can buy with your HSA. It literally says that in the purchasing. Do you plan on buying this for yourself, or would you like to use your HSA to purchase it? And so people go, oh my gosh, I have that money sitting there in an account. It came out tax-free before I even spent it. So I've got that money. I can spend it on the Black Friday. And I bet they got a ton of sales for people that had HSAs and bought their Pulsetto.
Now on the prescription.
Yep.
Oh no, you said they were cards. I was thinking if I did this electronically, I could even put their name in on the prescription.
You could do that too. Have a physical one, but start off with the digital one for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got you. I got an idea.
And now the other thing I would put on there, where you put your name, you know how you have the subheaders? It's called the signature line, like in an email.
Uh-huh.
I would put in your signature line 40 plus years of 40 plus years of happy patients, happy customers.
That would be like your doctor's line?
Yes. Underneath your signature, I would put 40 plus years of happy customers, happy patients / customers. Let them know you've been 40 years doing pharmacy, 40 plus years.
Okay. Okay, now I got to figure out how to get Canva, but I'll figure it out.
It's real
Thank
easy.
you.
It's called Google.
What?
Don't make it hard. Don't
No,
set that up. Say this is
No,
going to
I'm
be
not.
fun. Say this is going to be fun.
Oh, I know that. I just had the same thing with I was just doing something. Oh, creating groups, chat groups of like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, no, you're making it too complicated.
I just was saying this, but I kept telling myself, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out.
Well, don't say I'm going to figure it out. Say it's figured out. Start with
Yes,
the end in mind. This is it. This is easy. It's figured out.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Jay, good morning. You are a superstar. You are an absolute phenomenon, a phenom of good energy. I love it. I hope you all get a Jay in your life. Jay's like this super, like it's amazing. Somebody in the crowd who sits in the crowd. Sometimes you see the memes where they kind of lovingly heckle the outfielders and the outfielders just giggle. Jay's over here just absolutely loving on this community, on all of you and your interactions. It's great to have a Jay. Everyone needs a Jay in their life. And hopefully we're being, it seems like we might be bringing some value to Jay, at least some giggles every now and then. I love it. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways? How can I be of best service? Ask me anything. Use your story. You don't have to go create a new story in what you're not in. All right? Could you imagine me going into a business and trying to talk about the business without using any of my experience? That's one of the things that used to drive me crazy for the last 24 years in network marketing was when people would say, well, I'm new to the business. I'm new to the business. What do you mean you're new to the business? You've never talked to anybody before? See, we think that we have to go become a network marketer. We think we have to become a small business owner. It's great. You know who makes us think that way? The people who sell the tools. Right? We always talk about network marketing. Go sell the picks and shovels. That's what Amway did so well. That's what you have multi-million-dollar income earners, the diamonds of diamonds. You had to become a diamond before you could start selling your own tapes and programs. So they got rich. Many of them, their more than significant value of their income came from selling the picks and tools to help you go build your business. In today's economy, in today's business model, because we've gone all digital, we've gone all MP3, we've gotten away from physical, that side of the business went away. How would you like to be somebody who, listen, I want all of us to go out. We're going to go out and start a cassette tape company. We're going to make it with the best film for the tape. We're going to use the greatest little things. They're going to fit a number 2 pencil, right? So you could rewind it. Some of you aren't old enough to know what that means. You could rewind the cassette tape with a pencil. We're going to go use the best synthetic, non-environment harming plastic. The one plastic that does the least. We're going to use plant-based plastics to produce these things. We're going to use bamboo, and we're going to make the cassettes out of bamboo. How many of you want to go into the cassette building business with me? You'd be like, what the what? No. Even if we used all of the best of the best of the best of the best, the best quality bamboo, we would use pressed bamboo because they can. And if you ever lost the tape, it would dissolve. We'll use film that's dissolved.
Can't hear you.
Not sure why that goes out. I didn't hit anything. So, anyways, my point is that you've got some great skills. You've got some great talents. Use it for the market that it is. Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So the enemy doesn't want sometimes the words I say or the words you say to be heard. So the point is, I'm not even sure what I was saying, Jay. I got confused. So the point is that if we use the best of the best of the best of outdated technology, we went and made the cassette tapes with bamboo. We figured out how to make a forming, press bamboo so that's hard enough to go into the cassette player. And I said, let's go start. We're going to create the world's greatest cassette playing company. Imagine now, I asked you to go find some investors to invest in the cassette. They'd laugh you out of the business. Why are you using outdated best version technology called your old story to try to produce in today's fast acting world? Kind of silly when you look at it, but you've got to ask the questions. It's silly, but it's not silly, but you've got to ask the questions and say, why am I stuck? And I'll ask you some questions and you'll figure out you already know why you're stuck. Because your fear, false evidence appearing real, is there. Hey, Jay, good morning. So, Jay, when I look over this way, when you see my head grant this way, I'm looking at your text. So if there's something that you
partner.
put up there that I don't see, throw some asterisks up there because I can see it scroll out of my corner of my eye. Hey, AJ, good morning, brother.
How's it going, boss?
Outstanding.
Hey, just quickly, I'll message you after this.
Okay.
You got some free time?
I've got an 8 o'clock and I've got a 10 o'clock. So it'd be probably noonish. Could be sooner. Somebody may cancel. So yeah, let's keep that open.
I'll be at work then. In that case,
Okay.
I'll message you tomorrow.
Okay.
That's all right.
And again, if something happens, I'll text you and we can.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
I got some interesting information for you
Ooh, I love it.
to go over and discuss, and it's been rather interesting. So
I love it.
good stuff up there. And
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
once again, I got reminded. Uh,
Which means you got your ass handed
all
to
right,
you.
I got reminded. No, actually not. The matter of fact, I got reminded of something good, so I just wanted to use this opportunity send you my graces for the time we spent together. Because I was just talking with somebody earlier today, and they applied for this student exchange program. They call it the work and travel, I think, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And so they do that from Serbia to the States usually. And this person asked me all about it because they knew I went to the States, and then I said, well, I really wish that for you. I really wish that you are going to be able to do that. Got to give you a heads up. They are really strict with those kind of visas because they know that probably 80% of those people like never come back. So just be mindful of that. Just prepare for the interview. Good. But I really wish you to go out to see that. And then I started talking about the time we spent together and so on. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, that's the best thing ever." And I said, "Yeah." So yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you once again to you and Michelle and Mason for hosting me, and we had a lovely time together. And gosh, man, I wanted to, unfortunately I couldn't, so I can spill the tea now. I can spill the secrets. I wanted to come around the 20th and surprise you, not telling you that I was going to come. Fortunately, some other things came up, so I'm not going to be able to do that. But that would have been a blast, I think.
That would have been this. That would have been a hell of a Christmas present.
I
But
wanted
it's
to
a
do
Christmas
that.
present to think to receive now that you wanted to come. That's a hell of a
Yeah,
present.
I wanted to come around the 20th, spend a couple times and a couple days in the States. Fortunately, with some business ventures, I'll not be able to leave the country for another month or two.
Yep.
But I'll think of something. I'll think
Okay.
of something.
I love it.
I got DHL in Croatia and Romania, so I'll think of something.
Okay, so here's something I want everybody to pay attention to. When everybody the only reason people open their mouth is to brag. Hang on, big top of the mountain, top of Mount Everest, higher than
Thank
Mount
you, man.
Hang on. The only reason people open their mouth is they want to brag. The majority of people, 80% on average, my research shows, 80% brag negatively. Things are tough, this, that, the other. I had some problems, blah, blah, blah. They talk about the negative. The top 20% talk about positive things. You've got to ask yourself, when you listened to AJ, when you listened to Jane's version 2.0 of her new year, of what's going to happen in 2026, did your energy lift? Did you feel better when they started talking about the unknown and you wanted to support them subconsciously, energetically? You wanted to support them in their new journey, because if they can go step forward, so could you. At a subconscious level, at an energetic level, you wanted to be able to do what they're doing. You were more interested in their future because you were now thinking of your future. Does that make sense? Drop a 1 in the chat. So if that makes sense, it makes dollars. When we listen to AJ talk about, hey, listen, I just wanted to thank you for being in there and allowing me, because I was talking to somebody about this and they're going on their travel visa and this, that, and the other. It sounded like a cool story. And I was getting accolades for it. When I tell you, when I say to you, do things in an outstanding way, stay outstanding, and outstanding things come back to you. It's called karma, baby. I had nothing to do. There's a snowball's chance in Haiti. There's a chance that I would have ever met this individual who was having a chance to come to travel and educate, to travel and go to school. There's a chance my life, I would have crossed over into them and met them somewhere, bumped into them in a line, said good morning, would have never known the whole Paul Harvey rest of the story. I got to hear it from AJ. Couple of things that I really want you to understand. When you begin to allow yourself to become ready for the love, that's what this morning was with this conversation. I was ready for the love. I was ready for him to say nice things about me, but nothing I really did, yet I had all the parts of it that I was part of it. I was part of the base of that campfire that allowed this spark to ignite in a dialogue I wasn't a part of. Right? I think it was Steve Jobs said, your reputation is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Are people talking about you when you're not with them? How long can you create a conversation that the story lasts so that the conversation lasts longer than the conversation? Most people are not capable of creating a moment in time that can last more than the moment. Does that make sense? I need you all to grasp that. I don't need you to do it. I would really love for you to grasp the idea that this moment of this dialogue can last forever. Any moment you're about to have a dialogue with somebody can last forever. I've had people come up to me 4 or 5 years later when I was traveling doing my when I was doing my international business and network marketing as a distributor and as a vice president. People would come up to me and said, I met you 5 years ago. Like, we haven't been open for 5 years. Oh, no. We were both in another company. What company was that? We were in this Oh, I just spoke for them. Oh my God, you were never in that company? No, but they had you on stage. Yes, I was doing training on stage. I could have swore you were with the company. I was with the company. I never made it about me. Well, anyway, so you came up to me and you signed my journal, and they show me their journal dated 5 years ago. My question to you is today, how can you start to leave a powerful, positive, memorable impact in somebody's life so they could have more of what they want and less of what they don't? If you begin to operate in that fashion, if you begin, I forget what the chapter title is, maybe it's chapter 13, The Advancing Man in Science of Getting Rich. If you become the advancing man, let's make it politically correct, or the advancing woman. If you become the advancing human, your life will change forever. I promise you. You start to slow down that momentum of, why not me? When's it my turn? How come I'm having crappy days? Why? And you start to slow down the why momentum of negative, and you start to raise the hill and you bring it back. The success comes back to you. When you become the advancing human, leave them better than you found them. We've all heard that. My daddy ingrained that into me. Leave it better than you found it. Leave them better than you found them. Which is why when I go to every checkout, every time I see somebody who's in a job where they may look a little struggled, people's worlds have become 6 inches, right? Even the ones who are doing the shopping for us at Walmart or different places, they've got their headphones in. They don't pay attention to the world around them. I will make it my job to go up and say, I don't say anything because they're listening, and they'll take an earbud out. And I just wanted to say, with something that's right there, can you tell me where the such and such is? And they'll look and they'll go, right there. If it was a snake and it bit me, hey, listen, thank you for doing the shopping for us. I don't know if you've ever picked groceries for me. I just want to say thank you from my family to you, and just thanks for being a superstar. Oh, well, you're welcome. So overcome preoccupation, overcome their fear that they're currently doing, because some people, not everybody is totally excited to be picking groceries for other people at Walmart. Most aren't. Some are. Most aren't. They know their life is better. They know that they're looked down upon. They know a variety, 1,001 things. Do you realize how easy it is to be outstanding in somebody's life simply by saying thank you? You want to change your world. You want to advance yourself. You want to be in a place you don't even recognize. That's way far beyond, exponentially 10x beyond where you are this year, start with thank yous. Start with the feeling that you just get to put out into the world. Thank yous. I love this. Thank you. Thank you for being a superstar. It doesn't harm you. The reason that it's hard for you to say it is because you don't love where you're at. I promise you, psychologically speaking, if you can't say thank you with love, it's because you're not in love with where you are currently at. I would encourage you to change that. I don't know where else you could be. Thanks for the hearts, Jay. I don't know where else you could be. You can only be here in this moment. Sadhguru says, choose joy or choose misery. I choose joy. Not 80% of the time. Sometimes misery shows up. It's how I'm wired. And the reason it shows up is so that I can get better. That's what I get to sharpen my saw against. When I get frustrated or agitated or aggravated, I am not Gandhi. An eye for an eye will leave the whole world blind. I'd be like, who the hell wants to see? Who wants to be king? Right? In the land of the blind, the man with one eye. My point is, take some time today to really up your energy, right? Up yours with gratitude. That's what I'd say. Up yours with gratitude. Right? I don't know how they, I'm okay. Ooh, maybe do I have it? Do I have a heart? Right? I don't know how to, anyways, we'll figure out that later. I'll practice that later, how to make a heart. I think that's how you do it. Is that how you do it? Love on people. Kind of looks like that's why I have some coronary challenges. I love y'all. I appreciate you. Jay, thanks for hanging out with us. Your energy flows throughout the entire community. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think if you go to what is it? unlearnme.live, you'll see the link if you ever wanted to join us in the Zoom. So I love you tons. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling. Let's go have more fun and less misery in our life, Misfit. I'll see y'all where?
Next
At the next
At the next
event.
event. Somebody give me some Costa Rica.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. We love you, Mark. And some Lydias.
Peace be with
Peace
us.
be with
Peace
us.
be with us all. And the queen of helping you have more of what you want, less of what you don't, Jessie Lee Ward.
Boss lady.
Boss Lee.
Boss Lee, we love you, girl. And a little white fluffy.
Gurgly, gurgly.
Gurgly. All right, everybody, go have some fun. We will see you all mañana. Till then, bye for nowsies.
Love you, Sean. Thank you all. Have a great day.